All right, it's Sensei Victoria Whitfield here, your visionary coach from naturalintuition.com. And I have the honor and pleasure of getting to introduce you to one of my magnificent clients, Amy Lindner Lesser. Amy, could you tell them a little bit about yourself and where they can find you?
I am the founder of Introspection, which is hospitality from the inside. I work with innkeepers as well as female entrepreneurs, especially those in the service industry, to help them rediscover the joy they had when they first began their businesses and have lost along the way. You can find me on my website at introspection.com, and Introspection is INNTROSPECTION.
Fabulous.
Yay!
Alrighty, so tell me, where were you at before we started working together, and why did you decide to work with me?
We met, I think it's now like 7 years ago,
Gosh, yes.
and we were in the same coaching program, and I loved your energy, and we were talking about your program, and I was like, that seems like a really great match for my inn. I was an innkeeper for 25 years before starting this business. And so we started talking there, and we agreed that you would bring your retreats to my former inn. Personally, I was going through a major identity crisis, rediscovering who I was after many years of being a people pleaser, as well as a caregiver for everyone but myself. And I would say I was pretty buttoned up. That I hadn't had a dream that I could remember in 15 years. And so the first time you brought your retreat to the inn, I sort of stayed on the outside and I observed. I was a very good observer.
Yeah.
I was very afraid. I had no idea what to expect from this retreat and from you. You are one of the most exuberant people I know, and it's contagious and it's wonderful. And for somebody who's really buttoned up and has been, holding everything in for years, it's scary.
Yeah.
And I watched and slowly inched my little pinky toe out, and then my big toe, and then maybe the rest of the foot. And then I said, well, I think I want to be part of this, but I don't want to go public with this. I'll just work with Victoria one-on-one. I could handle that. And for years, especially because I was a social worker and a coach, I was taught to allow everybody else to express their feelings and not show who I was. So I had been really hidden. And it was very difficult for me at first to open up and to speak about myself. And I mean, nobody is perfect, but I liked to believe that people thought I was by just talking to me. Yeah. And we worked together for a few months, one-on-one. I think we did half-hour sessions every month for a while. And then I said, okay, I'm going all in. And I learned how to do strategic meditation for business, and got over my fear of never coming out of the meditation state. And it's been amazing.
So this mentioned strategic meditation for business, and that's like, this is what I do, and I just wanted, for everyone watching who's considering as well, like, what have you experienced in working with me, but especially doing strategic meditation for business? Like, could you, for maybe if someone's watching, like they've never heard of it before, especially as a business owner.
Or somebody who has never meditated, which was me before. I, like many entrepreneurs, have ADD. I love squirrels and chipmunks, and I go chasing after them whenever they run near me. So the idea of sitting still and quiet for, never mind an hour, I couldn't even do 15 minutes. And also not dreaming was, you know, so to have you very gently explain it. And one of the things that I love about you is that it's all, the most important thing is how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
You meaning the person experiencing it, not Victoria.
Yeah. That's right.
It's so, you know, the first few times that we did the meditations, I slept. I had some great naps. And then I started to, I guess, relax enough and to feel comfortable enough to allow my own intuition to take over. And it's been amazing. The last time we did the meditation at my inn was December of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And in my meditation, I had a vision of myself sitting in a plaza, Zocalo in Mexico. And I remember when we started sharing, I said, well, that could never happen. I own an inn. It's more than a 24-hour-a-day job. I don't leave. You know, my only vacations are when I go to a conference. You know, great, maybe in the future if and when I ever sell my business, but I'm not looking to sell. Well, the universe had something else in store for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because 2 weeks later, a realtor knocked on my door, or rang my doorbell really, and said, are you looking to sell? And I said, no, not really. And then the voice inside my head said, but every business is for sale if the price is right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I responded. And he brought his buyers to me, and within 3 months, I sold my inn that I had been running for 25 years.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you hadn't had the vision, like if you would have came and you didn't have the vision of what was next for you, would you have been able to just go with the flow of that opportunity, or what do you think?
Probably not.
Yeah.
I think I would have turned him away at the door. I would have said, thanks, you know, no harm done, but no, I'm not interested, goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really was very happy with what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the timing was really right for me. I was ready after 25 years to move on. The inn was a joint dream of my late husband's and mine. I will say it was probably 80% his and 20 mine. And I went along as a loving wife, and because I loved people, I was very happy with what I was doing before.
Mm-hmm.
And so to end up having to run it by myself for 22 years, I think it was,
Mm-hmm.
I was ready for a change. I had done a whole lot with trying to make it more my kind of place by doing more retreats and doing weddings, and I think deep down I was ready.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't admitted it to myself, and I think that meditation brought it to the surface.
Mm-hmm. Naturally. Oh, this is so good. So, where are you now? Like, with all of the, like, what has resulted since? Because, like, it's been actually some
It's been a year and 2 days. But who's counting?
Since you sold the inn, so okay. Like, was that the end of your journey with strategic meditation? Was that the end of you being in business? Are you retired? Like, where are you now? Like, what results have you seen?
I have moved. I left the town and the state that I was living in and have moved an hour away, closer to one of my daughters. I started a new business, Introspection, thanks to strategic meditation, and started a podcast. That was another one that without Victoria, I never would have thought to do a podcast. And it was the sale of the business and seeing the changes that happened to my business that really pushed me along with introspection. That I realized that I have a love for B&Bs and inns. And I think there's a place in this universe for other types of lodging facilities, like hotels, motels, Airbnbs, VRBOs. And it's really important to me because I've seen so many B&Bs sell and stop being the B&B that I've started taking it on as my purpose in life is to make sure that there's always a place for the independent in this world. And that's how the podcast and the consulting and the coaching have come about. And maybe travel.
Oh yeah! The journey never stops.
No, it doesn't. As a matter of fact, since the last retreat that you had, which, excuse me, was not a retreat.
Yes.
Retreat, I have begun to do my own strategic meditation on a daily basis. And I'm getting much better at asking myself the questions and being able to focus then on finding the answers. And it's the meditation is, what do I need to know today to move my business forward? That's certainly not the sit with your legs in the lotus position and om for hours. It's
me.
it's conscious yet subconscious, and it's just a flow of energy and thoughts and ideas. It's subconscious brainstorming.
I love it. It's true. So for someone who's considering working with you, like, what advice would you give to them, especially if they were in here before? I'm like, I don't know what this meditation, I take medication, I don't understand. I don't know why she was scared. Like, what does this have to do with business? What would you say to someone who does value their mindset and their energy, and they do value meditation, but they never really do it during the work day or for the...
I'm gonna cry. I am not the person who I was when I started. I would say I'm probably 180 degrees from that person. I'm definitely more open to everything, more open to challenges and opportunities. I've started saying yes to everything that comes up in my life that beforehand I would have said, I'm afraid, no way. And now I will do it because it challenges me. And for a business, it opens up so much more possibility that, like, I'm not just doing my life with blinders on. I'm now looking at a full picture, at a full 360-degree thing. It's allowed me to be more creative.
Mm-hmm.
I love you for it.
Yeah. Is there anything else, like anything else you wanted to share with them? Yeah. Love you too.
Don't be afraid. Just do it. You will be so happy that you did it.
So it is.
Yes.
So if it speaks to you, head on over to victoriawhitfield.com/contact. Hop on a call with a member of my team. And looking forward to speaking with you. Bye everyone. Thanks for watching.